accept and believe, to uphold and promote our beautiful religion. Din al-Islam are some of the qualities that make us true Muslims.
The Holy Quran says in Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2 verse 183, O ye who believe, fasting is prescribed to you as it was prescribed to those before you, that ye may learn self-restraint. This is a special edition of Hayaat as we welcome the holiest month on our calendar. My name, Nuruddin.
And my name is Aisha. You are most welcome to Hayaat, your #1 Islamic lifestyle.
We present you with another awesome experience of beautiful Islamic lifestyle on our catalog with a touch of Ramadan atmosphere.
Still to come, we attended the police mosque in Cantonment.
And in our lesson segment, we continue with how to perform Salat.
We hung out with Abdusalam Mumuni, another illustrious son of Zongo, on the Ummatul Islam segment.
As part of this Ramadan season, we recap the various tafsirs that were held in previous Ramadan plus other activities.
All this and more coming right up. Stay with us.
But before that, we would like to acknowledge Fuji Collections in Medina for our splendid outfits. We're back.
Every woman's kitchen has its own secrets. Secrets to cook that special meal with a perfect taste and flavor. Now, here's what makes my meals come alive. Introducing the all-new Mimido Cube, which comes in 2 distinct flavors, chicken and shrimps. Mimido gives your meal that real flavor and ensure a healthy appetite all day long. You can never go wrong with Mimido. Mimido, awakening your senses to that perfect taste.
The Global Alcohol Academy is offering you a 2-year course in nursing and healthcare assistant, level 1 and 2. Attachment placement available. Locate us at Abelimbi, adjacent to Ego German Clinic, or at Hacho Atomic, adjacent to the Pentecostal Church. Call us.
Ummatul Investment Limited is giving you the opportunity to be a landlord today. You can own a land for just 1,500 Ghana cedis, located at 14 on the Kaswa Winneba Road, opposite the Ahmadiyya Secondary School. Deposit 500 Ghana cedis and spread the rest over 6 months or above. We'll do the land document for you at no extra cost. Call Ummatul now.
Welcome back. Don't forget, this is an interactive show. If you are not yet a member, you can join Hayaat on Facebook. Post all your comments and your expectations about the month of Ramadan, and we shall read them.
And don't forget, you can also watch the show live on our website at www.hayat.tv. Going straight to our lesson segment, we continue the lessons on how to properly perform Salat.
We joined the congregation at the police mosque in Cantonment for their Jummah prayers. As usual, we bring you marvelous and colorful pictures.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Jalla Jalaluhu Huwa.
On the model mosque today, we were at the police mosque in Cantonment to join the congregation for Jummah prayers. The resident Imam Sheikh Abbas Abdul Karim Umar delivered a sermon on enviness.
Islam totally prohibits enviness and hatred.
Then it was time for prayers, and after that, some congregants gave their take on the topic and also got a chance to give a shout to their families watching them at home.
We're reminded of our civic responsibilities of being good Muslims, of also our commitment to Islam, to our brothers and sisters, what we need to do to continue to be good Muslims.
Actually, I learned the etiquette of a Muslim who should abide by the tenets of the Quran and the Hadith by staying away from jealousy.
If you are envious of anybody, your daily prayers would not be accepted. And so in whatever
area we find ourselves, we need to be loving to each other and not envy what others have.
When you talked about enviness, I think it was very, very important, because when you look at our modern day life, sometimes we don't really appreciate what Allah has given to us. I want to say hello to my mom and dad, Sheikh Swala of Medina, Libya, Cortes, to my wife and kids in back in the UK. I love you all, and inshallah we'll meet soon.
One or two people that I have to say, first and foremost, my wife, Jimala. I will continue to thank Almighty Allah for giving her to me as my wife.
My mom, Haji Ajara, my dad, Alaja Bukari, and all my friends in Achimota and Accra.
Salam and welcome to Dur'su. My name is Ahmed, and today we take a look at how to perform Salah. Come to the standing position again, saying, Sami Allahu liman hamida. Allah has heard all who praise Him. Rabbana walakal hamd. Our Lord, praise be to Thee. Now saying Allahu Akbar, prostrate on the ground with your forehead, the knees, the nose, and palms of both hands touching the ground. This position is called sajda or sujood. This completes one rak'ah of salah. The second rak'ah is said in the same way, except that after the second sajda or sujood, you sit back with the left foot bent towards the right, which should be placed vertical to the mat. The palms should be lifted from the mat and placed on the knees. Now, if you have any questions about Islam, please do send them to our email on hayat@hayat.tv. Better still, you can check out our website on www.hayat.tv.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ahmed, for those lessons. They were certainly worthwhile.
Well, it's time for us to meet our personality for today in the person of Abdulsalam Mumuni. He is a renowned filmmaker and a producer with an enviable success.
Alhaji Abdulsalam Mumuni has produced some of the most captivating movies in Ghana, Nigeria, and for that matter, Africa, winning the hearts of movie lovers the world over. He is also credited with discovering some of the biggest talents in the Ghanaian movie industry. Alhaji Abdulsalam Mumuni of Venice Productions.
One very enterprising son of Zongo. He dropped out of school and took to hawking on the streets of Accra to survive. But he never gave up. He went back to school and eventually got into filmmaking. He has won several awards and is one of the biggest filmmakers on the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, our Ummah for today.
My name is Abdulsalam Mumuni, the CEO of Venus Film Production. I was born in Accra, Newtown. I grew up between Newtown, Nima, and Pig Farm. I couldn't get access to secondary school, and because there's no finance, so I have to drop out of school. So I started hustling, became a street boy on the streets, and selling a lot of stuff by the roadside before I was able to get a chance to Makola, start selling, let me say, I started with selling empty cartons. He normally goes to Malata to buy empty cartons, you know, take it to Accra and sell it to the fishermen that will normally buy it to Tema. I used to buy tapes, video cassettes. That's how I went into cassette business. I realized, wow, it's a good business, so why don't I go into production myself? But then I know most of the producers, I know most of the artists, then I went into production. But before I went to production, when things started picking up, I told myself, wow, I can't do this without education. So I went back to school to finance myself, to get some few things in education background. So I went to Institute of Language for 3 years. Venus Film started as a distribution company in 1998 and started his own production in 2000. So far, I think I've shot almost like over 60 movies. Movies like Beyonce, Mommy's Daughter, Agony of Christ, Crime to Christ, The King is Mine. Yeah, I've shot a number of movies. As a Muslim, you know, the kind of work I do sometimes is very difficult to have time for the religion. So what I do, I make sure that all the time when I'm driving, I listen to the word of Allah to make sure that all the time I have it in mind. Whatever I do, when it's time for prayers, I make sure I pray. And when it comes to even Ramadan, I make sure that when it is time for Ramadan, I don't work. Zongos, I see most of the youth relax back because of when they see their parent doesn't have the finance to support them, they lay back. And laying back affects us a lot. You make sure that, okay, when the parent doesn't have the finance to support you, start doing something. And make sure that you put education in your plan. Because without education, you cannot go forward. Make sure that you schedule your life and have faith in your life. When things doesn't go on well, it doesn't stay permanent like that, it changes. So you have to keep pushing, and inshallah things are going to be better. Thanks to a man I met in my life that is called Mr. Neil. He's an Indian guy who supported me a lot, and also my wife Haji Amina, who supported me a lot to have the trust in me, keep on advising me.
Biani na hintasema owo ni jade hintasem ba kubia odinwa setia ni sronko anu ote na yam afe bweni ni mama duane danso aya de fofo kra ye diabo mimi do cuba ewo flavors awodro mienu akoko eni monko Mimido, ma wajia ne sa desrunko bia enya ne wakono na esama wo appetite ahwodin wom dem woni nyina wo mimido a ontumi nkobo ne krao mimido ne debenya ne wakono.
The Global Call Academy is offering you a 2-year course in nursing and healthcare assistant level 1 and 2. Attachment placement available. Locate us at Abelingbe, adjacent to Ego German Clinic, or at Hacho Atomic, adjacent to the Pentecostal Church. Call us.
Mustafa Plus Investment Limited is giving you the opportunity to be a landlord today. You can own a land for just 1,500 Ghana cedis, located at 14 on the Kaswa Winneba Road, opposite the Ahmadiyya Secondary School. Deposit 500 Ghana cedis and spread the rest over 6 months or above. We'll do the land document for you at no extra cost. Call Mustafa Plus now.
Welcome back, lovely viewers. Aisha, I think Abdul Salam has paid his dues in the entertainment industry, but what I'm yet to see is for him to do a Hausa movie.
Yes, Nuri, you never know, because Abdul Salam Mumuni is full of surprises. His movies are amazing, like our viewers on Facebook.
Certainly, talk of viewers on Facebook, this is where you get to be a part of the show, where you send your comments and we read them out to you.
The first message on our Facebook wall is coming from Hisa Ruhiya. She said, "Ow, I missed this show. I have lectures on Saturdays." Do not worry, Hisa Ruhiya. You can still watch the show on our website. Second message from Lindsay Eshen saying, "Loving it. May God bless this show."
Also on our Facebook wall is a message from Obey Said, who is saying that is the beauty of Islam. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Obey Said. Also here on our Facebook wall is a message from Abdusalam Muhammad Daru, who says, "Congratulations the Hayaat TV crew for a wonderful job. God richly bless you abundantly." Also on our Facebook wall is a message by Zinat Skimturi, who says, "You're looking nice and beautiful." Thank you very much, Zina. This is credited to Fiji Collections in Medina. Thank you so much all who sent their message in. You out there can also send your message to our Facebook wall and we'll certainly read them out.
Narrated Abu Huraira, Allah's apostle, said, "When Ramadan begins, the gates of paradise are open." As part of the Ramadan season, we bring you some of last year's tafsir and round-up activities to welcome Ramadan.
We joined the Muslim caucus in Parliament at the banquet hall to observe the annual Night of Power and also to listen to the last tafsir marking the end of another blissful Ramadan. The event brought together the A-list of Muslim politicians in Ghana under one roof. The honorable members of Parliament used this occasion to pay their zakat. Families and friends were invited to be part, and in the end, it was a beautiful event, honorably done.
As a Muslim, it is enjoined on us that we fast. It's part of the 5 pillars of Islam. The Muslim caucus in Parliament, we realized that we need to do something about the fate of our unfortunate brothers and sisters. We decided to institute the Zakat Fund. We started by just Muslims alone contributing a portion of our salaries, and then the parliamentary staff, the non-Muslims, and little by little we've been able to get membership across the entire breadth and power of Ghana.
Well, I expect to see an improvement from the previous years and also to feel the impact and to go home, hearing something new.
As we have finished the Ramadan fast, we believe that peace that we have always preached in Islam will translate into our day-to-day lives, in our lives as family members, in our lives as husbands and wives.
I had the privilege of listening to sermons delivered by very powerful speakers and members of the clergy.
We pray that He makes everything easy for us, for people to understand why we are here.
We're here on this special day. Our hearts are full of pleasure.
We joined forces with the Shia Muslim to mark the closing ceremony of the annual Ramadan Tafsir. It was a simple event which saw members from all angles come together to see off the last day of the holy month of Ramadan. The occasion was held at the Ahlul Bayt Mosque in the suburb of Nima called Konka.
Make dua like the Prophet taught us, and with one voice let's all
Abin da ke faruwa shine muna yi ma duniyar musulmai da sauran mutanen Ghana baki da barkanmu da sallah. Yau karshe ne wanda yake na zaman tafsirin da muka fara tun farkon Ramadan. Yanzu haka yau ne ranar tashin mu, kamar yadda yawancin musulmai masallatai yau ne ranar tashin su. Shi yasa muna ma kowa barka da sallah. Allah ya kai mu badin badada, mamatan mu ciki Allah ya gafarta musu, waɗanda kuma suke da rai ba lafiya Allah ya musu lafiya, masu lafiya Allah ya kara lafiya. Ku kuma media kuma Allah ya kara ku irin wanga muke kauna cikin dare da rana muke addu'a Allah ya kara ku, ya kara biya bukatunku, ya so ku yi yawa cikin society insha Allah.
Mun shiga watan Ramadan mun gama, za mu gama. In muka gama ya kamata mu bara a gan shanin Ramadan nan wajen bayan watan Ramadan, shanin ibada, shanin soyayya, shanin kula da juna.
Tafsirin ga nan muke zuwa tafsiri kullum, tafsirin shiyawa ne. Kuma mun gode ma Allah da muka samu wani ilimi kadan da muke zuwa nan ganga.
Allah ya sa ladan da ke cikin wannan wata ya shafe mu musulmai duka duk gaba duniya duka. Kuma Allah ya hada musulmai duka shiyawa, sunnawa, ahli sunna, duk musuluncin da abu daya ne. Allah ya hada mu. Allahumma salli ala
Muhammad. Children are wearing new clothes, bright colors fill the streets, their faces full of...
The Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat held a closing ceremony and also observed the last tafsir to mark the end of another holy and impactful month of Ramadan. It was a simple event and the atmosphere was generally sober. It came up at the Nima Research and it saw the movers and shakers within the Jamaat who were present to grace the occasion, and the show went on so smoothly. The occasion was chaired by the leader of the Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaat. The venue was packed with Muslims who would not miss the last tafsir for anything in the world.
Mosques are full of worshippers in heat. Their hands are raised to the sky.
Wassalamu alaikum ta'ala wa barakatuh. As you can see behind me, we are at Nima, precisely Mamobi, where we are joining the Muslim community here to celebrate what we call Tashi, which simply means the end of the Quranic recitation. As we're still in the month of Ramadan, where one of the activities is to end the recitation of the Holy Quran. And as you can see behind me, it's full of celebration and excitement here. I'm so excited being here. I don't know about you, Aisha.
Very excited. Muna jin dadi. Don Allah ya kawo mu karshen tafsir. Mutane na murna suna farin ciki Allah ya kawo mu yau. To sauran da sheku saurare ku ji.
Shi wannan taro da kuka ga an yi, Allah ne kaddara yau ya zama tashe da aka saba yi. Idan aka yi tafsirin Qur'ani a cikin watan Ramadan, sai a sa lokaci a dakatar, sai a yi murna kan Allah ya kai mu lafiya. To idan kuka mun taro ana murna, to muna ma Allah godiyan cewa ne mun yi tafsiri mun fara lafiya da watan Ramadan, Allah kuma ya gwada mu da ƙarshen sa lafiya.
You have been part of stuff like this. I'm sure you have come across it once or twice. Is that how it's been all the time?
Yeah, this particular place, this is how it's been all the time. Amma kullum ba haka bane, kaje wurin su tashe baka gani irin haka. Shede wurin tashe Alhaji Mutawakkil Idris ilimi yanda aka san shi da shi. Wurin da ne da aka zo ka ga irin abin da kake gani yau ga. Banda wannan wuri ba inda zaka ga irin haka. Abin na da ban sha'awa, Allah mun gode maka.
Oh yeah. Danga, danga, baina, 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 baina. Danga, danga ta. Baina, baina, baina. Danga, danga ta. Arena da daddy, daddy. Yeah. Arena da daddy, daddy. Yeah. During zamani, kudinga aure.
Aisha being a sister to us, we are here to support her and wish her well in her marriage. Marriage is not an easy thing, so we only wish her well and pray that she cope with her husband and they have a lovely lifestyle. Yeah.
All I've got to say to them is, you just have to be patient. You just have to
know each other very well and understand each other.
I think there is ups and downs, so whenever the difficulty comes, they should be able to solve everything within themselves and move on.
We are good fans of Kasola Mohammed, and we are all good fans of him, so we are very proud about what they are doing, and it's a very good base, and they all try to bring everybody together. That's what they do, so it's very good.
Kasola is a very great guy, you know. What he's doing right now is encouraging the young ones to also, work hard to be like him. What he's putting up is really making the neighborhood proud and making Medina proud.
It's good to have somebody like Kasola in Medina, and the Muslim community are very happy they have somebody like that, and he's working very hard towards the goals of the community.
Sai wanda nake sai nan ga ina jiran matana za ta kare shiri she mu koma a fagen party da muke yi mu gode ma jama'a.
Ina ban mamakin da kai da kanka ka biyo ni mu je mu ji dadi mu gode ma jama'an da suka zo suka tanye mu jin dadi.
Tafsirs are one of my favorite activities in Ramadan.
Especially the Islamic history lessons.
Not to mention the last days of Ramadan, which are usually emotional.
You can say that again, Nuruddin. I wish we have more than one Ramadan in a year.
Certainly, I agree with you, Aisha. But the Holy Quran and indeed Almighty Allah has given us the opportunity to perform the Nafla fasting even before the Ramadan approaches. This way, it prepares us for the great month of Ramadan.
Inshallah. This is where we end the show. But I entreat you to open your heart, mind and soul to observe the month of Ramadan.
Well, certainly Ramadan is an important month and every Muslim needs to observe it. This is where we bring the show to an end. But don't forget, we can still hang out with us on our social media sites on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and of course, our website at www.hayaat.tv. My name is Dur'su Muhammad.
And my name is Aisha. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm a falky kamare, Ashlayra Yakai. I'm a falky kamare, Ashiki Yakai. I'm a falky kamare.